I think with, I have some chronic illnesses, so I know doctors. And I've also known that they don't have all the answers, and they typically give you pills and they cause stomach pain. But that's the thing. People don't often take their health seriously until something happens. But with the health revolution approach, you're basically saying everybody should take their health seriously, proactively. But that requires a huge mindset shift with people, and maybe they're not called patients anymore, just like the general public needs to think of this as something that you just do, like signing up for Netflix. You sign up for your health program because it isn't just about doing yoga or Pilates. It's more holistic.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what we do, I mean, it's one of the biggest principles. If you want to join that program, you must be willing to take action. It's a little bit like in your Samba program. You can only take part if you're really willing to do something, right? Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. And also the point that the first trimester you are in the health club, we're only talking about mindset. Because let's face it, we're talking about mindset when we talk about money, when we talk about business, but who is ever talking about, do you have the right mindset to be healthy? Are you allowing yourself to be healthy? Because we're so passive when it comes to health that we're like, either I am healthy, and if I'm not, I go to the doctor and I hope they help me. And if not, that's just it, right? And this is something we have to change in the beginning and see what are our beliefs, what are our patterns around our own health? How was it treated in my family? Was health something that was holy? Was health something that was just there? That is actually the very first part. And this part we're missing in probably all kind of medical systems, that we really tune into ourselves and look, what is my personal approach to that?
I hope we're faster there with your approach and your program, but it feels like this is just not in the minds of people. Like I can speak for myself. Like you go to the doctor when you have a problem, you get typically some medicine, a pill, and it's going to take a lot for a doctor to tell you, oh, maybe it's mindset. Maybe it's something I cannot heal. And I can give one example just to be really open here. I felt like chest pain some years ago. This is like 2007, so a long time ago. And since I have asthma as a chronic illness since I'm 12, I thought I'm getting asthma or something. So I go to my GP, the general practitioner, and he's like, well, I'm not figuring out, like, you seem to be taking the right medicine. It's not going away. Maybe you should see a specialist. I go to a specialist. I go through all kinds of tests. They find nothing wrong with my lungs. Even the asthma is kind of okay. And so I think I've gone to the general practitioner, what we call house doctor. I think it was the third time I went to him about these chest pains, and he said, this might be psychological. Would you consider that? Like, he was very careful in suggesting it. So I went to a psychologist. Turns out that I had panic attacks, and I needed a few sessions, and then it was gone. But I know also someone like me, if he had suggested it in the first session, whoa, don't bring up that psychology stuff. But now today, I'm a different person today, so I'm much more open to it. So is it some sort of awareness or mindset even before you consider joining a program where you actually are ready to do it? Like, it's almost like there's some pre-work, being open-minded to shifting how you view health and how you treat yourself in terms of health.
Absolutely. You need a mind shift before, as you just said. I mean, we're all different, and I worked long enough as a doctor in a practice or hospital that I can see all sides, right? You have the people who are like, just give me the pill for the headache. That's it. I don't even want to put the energy into changing my nutrition or changing something. And then other people who are like, but aren't there other approaches? No, I don't like to take these pills. Just give me, something natural. So we have everything basically. But when it comes to really changing something, you need that mind shift for yourself. And you either, start with that before through a process like you did, like, okay, yes, there are other, components to my health. They might be mental, and that's totally fine. we have still a lot of stigma around that. I mean, if you just break it down, it's like we have 5 reasons, why your chest can hurt, and one could be a panic attack. And it's not better or worse than any of the other diagnoses, but we are so much in our body and functioning that we're like, okay, we just have to treat that and then I'm fine. And when it comes to the mental things, we're still a bit icky around that topic. But the more we put it out of, oh my God, I have an illness, a mental disease, into, of course, we need a mindset. We need, the mental things to stay healthy, and they are involved when I get ill. The more we see that as normal, the more we can also approach when we get illnesses, we can approach that more naturally and also be more open to different topics around that.